How many animals died to make all that food? Would you be okay with that being human flesh? Here we go. Not her being like that old girl that got banned from her own like country. Hello, my dear internet strangers. Welcome back to my newest series that I have started called Would You Like to Hear a Story, where we just pick up Reddit stories that I just save them. And I'm like, this is interesting. Let's talk about it. If there's a lesson to be learned, we share a lesson at the end, or I want you to share the lesson that you've learned in the comments, or just your opinion, or both. We can do it both. But anyways, we'll get into that after we read the story. Before we go straight into it, let me just give you a little disclaimer here. You're probably going to see this whole little get up in the next couple videos. Yes, I'm not celebrating Halloween early, but your girl is trying to figure some things out, okay? Because I mean, I guess you got a little peek into what I'm thinking about doing, but I don't like this Party City looking ass wig. I'm sorry, I hate it. You're only gonna see it in at least 2 to 3 videos. I'm gonna let you know that now, and that's it. She's gone. She's done after this. I can't stand it. Welcome again. If I haven't already said, I'm pretty sure I already said that. Sorry, I like to repeat myself. But anyways, this comes from a throwaway account. Yep, and this person is a 22.
Sorry.
He says, my vegan girlfriend wants me to get rid of my cat. Now, with someone with 3 cats, meow, this is just perfect timing, let me tell you that. She's still a kitten, and so she has like these crackhead tendencies that I cannot control. But we're just gonna let her do her thing and ignore her, because I think I'm gonna have several cats run back and forth because it's witching hour. It's very late. Anyways. I can't believe I'm about to type this, but here we go. I've been dating my girlfriend for 7 months. She's amazing and we're super comfortable. We're super compatible in a lot of ways. She is an outspoken vegan, and she made it clear at the start of our relationship that it was important to her that any potential partner, I think he means, has similar cruelty-free values. Me, already being a pescatarian, had little difficulty transitioning to a full plant-based diet. My girlfriend was proud of me for going cruelty-free, and everything seemed well. We became the vegan couple on our college campus. Okay. Then there is my cat, Mittens. Oh, of course. That's such a little common name, but it's still just so cute to me. I've had her for 3 years, and I adore her. She's such a sweet and cuddly cat. However, my girlfriend was always a little apprehensive around her, and she blamed it on not growing up around cats. After a while, we sort of made a tactic agreement to mostly hang out at her apartment instead of mine, so Mittens never really came up again in conversation. So I think it's tactic, but whatever. Anyways, I do want to say that before we move on, I want to say that there is an update to this story, and in the update, like where I saved it at, there's a picture of Mittens. So I think I'm already giving, like, there's no, I don't think on relationship advice there's no like flares or anything, so we can't tell, like there's no deeming anything, but I'm pretty sure just off the fact that of the title and that there's a picture of Mittens, which I will show you guys, that people are gonna be like, you gotta leave, and I am already heading there. I already know I'm heading there. We're heading there. We're gonna see how this story transforms. So let's continue. Fast forward through all the quarantine stuff. My girlfriend and I have spent a lot of time together during this pandemic, and we've started talking about taking our relationship to the next level. We began seriously looking at either buying a new apartment together or having one of us move in with the other. However, I'm sorry, I don't want to keep pausing like this, but I don't know, the fact that like it was already red flag that she was, I don't know, I feel like he's using apprehensive. He originally is using the word apprehensive as a way to coddle what she was actually like probably feeling like or being like around his cat. So I don't really believe she was just being apprehensive, like, oh, she's just scared of cats, she's had some trauma with cats. So especially with the title, I'm just kind of, I guess I'm just piecing things together maybe a little bit too much right now. When it comes to meeting someone new, my animals come first because they are my children to me. And I know that's a hot topic or anything. I'm not about to argue with nobody about it. You just can't be in my life. It just is what it is. If you don't like cats, if you don't like animals, period, I can't be around you. But this is a different conversation. So like if I felt like I want to have something serious with you and we're already 7 months in the relationship and you can't be around my cats or anything like that, it's not a good look. It's not going to work out because these cats are a part of my life. And some of my cats are still pretty freaking young. My animals, I have a 1-year-old dog and he's about to be 2 in a few months. And I have a cat that's almost about to be a kitten. That's almost about to be 1. That's enough. And they're over here fighting when I'm talking about them. And I have 2 cats that just turned 7 years old. But anyways, anybody that has, like, they're single with cats before,
you guys need to stop. Like, this is enough. I'm gonna kick you out like I did your little brother. Y'all over here bullying your little brother, you're bullying your little sister. I'm not gonna continue to have these conversations with you. That's enough.
Okay, I'm sorry. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, I have these conversations with my cats. There's no way I'm gonna let some new person come into my life and just, I don't know. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, I'll be that cat lady because I'm not only gonna have cats. I'm not only gonna have dogs. I'm gonna have an axolotl. I'm gonna have jellyfish. And I'm gonna have horses. I'm gonna have goats. I'm gonna have a farm. So stop playing with me. Let's continue. I just went on a tangent. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, so they're talking about, taking the relationship to the next level. I can't talk, sorry, level. Anyways, we began seriously looking at either buying a new apartment together or having one of us move in with the other. However, after a lot of talking and planning, my girlfriend sat me down and dropped a bombshell on me. She said that with the next phase of the relationship, she did not see a future with me unless I was willing to give away mittens. She said that she believed owning a cat is unconscionable for vegans because they hunt mice and eat meat, and because the very act of owning a pet is a violation of vegan principles. Right, okay. If she didn't say that last part, I would have been like, are you dumb? But okay. I was stunned. I told her that I was absolutely not willing to give up mittens, and she had no choice but to eat meat, so I was reducing harm as much as possible by buying reputable brands of cat food. Plenty of vegans own cats and think along those same lines. My girlfriend got mad and said, how much flesh does your cat eat? How many animals died to make all that food? Would you be okay with that being human flesh? This bitch. Here we go. Not her being like that old girl that got banned from her own country. Or not country, but like place that she grew up in or whatever, or like the vegan teacher can't stand that heifer because she said something very recently that needs her to be underneath the jail. But anyways, this is the stupidest argument. These animals have been studied for years, longer than your stupid dumb doo-doo dumb dodo bird head ass has even been breathing on this earth. Okay, they have been studied for years and what is beneficial for their diets. They are literal scientists, literal historians, people who have put in hundreds of years of work to study animals and study their diets and why they need it and what works for them and what not. And there has been experiments done on top of that. So for you to be spewing out your stupidity or your opinion based off of your emotions on why you choose to not eat meat, because that is a different story in its own self. But animals who do not have the same conscience as we do, I just don't understand why you are comparing the two, or why you're thinking the animals that you are supposedly going to bat for, why are you now demonizing them because they eat meat and because they have to? And their survival instincts, their everything, they don't have a conscience like we do.
Very Zuri, no, get your...
They understand some things, but they don't have like the same level of conscience that we do. Let me just say this though. I can't stand vegans who try to give their animal, that's like trying to give a lion nothing but a watermelon and fruit, like a diet that I guess, do hippos always I don't think hippopotamuses, I can just look it up, but I don't feel like looking it up right now. There are certain animals that will just eat, like, they will not eat meat, whatever. I think they're just called omnivores. I'm pretty sure it's omnivores. There are those animals, but there's also animals who eat meat. And their bodies, they're so huge, what they do with their lives. I don't need to give y'all a history story. A history lesson, because we learned this. We learned this, and clearly this is just another prime example of the American school system, education system failing. It is literally actual animal abuse to have, which you can argue the fact of what I'm about to say. It's animal abuse to not feed them the proper diet that they are meant to have. It is. And I saw that the vegan teacher was doing that at one point. That dog looked frail, skinny, and like it's hanging on the edge of its life. So what you would do if you don't agree with the animal's diet, you leave the animal alone. But in this case, you're dating someone with the animal, and you had already been dating them at 7 months. You should have said something when you didn't want to be around the cat. Let's just continue on with the story. I've been rambling a little bit too long. Sorry. I'm pissed. I knew anything with cats, anything with animals, man, but cats specifically, it's really going to piss me off, because we already know that cats are not the most favorited animals up until recent years.
Would you be okay with that being human flesh?
The cats, animals would eat human flesh if they could. Actually, there was one story of like this old cat lady dying, and they ate her. Nobody knew, like, you know, like she died. The cats were starving for, like, I don't know, she had like what, 20 to 50 cats, and she hadn't fed them weeks. So they ended up, as her body decomposed, they ended up eating her. I'm not gonna say no, that wasn't the case. The girl was dead. They were starving and locked up in a house. I wouldn't say it wasn't okay to eat your friend if they were already dead and y'all stranded in the desert. Because we had those conversations before. I'm not saying that's crazy for me to even go. But do you remember having those conversations? Like where they were like, oh, if you're stranded in the desert. I don't know. You guys are not as old as I am. I feel like some people are not as old as I am that watch our content, but some are. Where those weird questions, stranded in the desert thing, having to drink your own pee if you were stranded in the desert, like all that kind of stuff. What if you're this animal died or a camel died or whatever? You're gonna do whatever you need to do. I've heard about people like when it comes to survival, it doesn't matter. Inherently. Anyways, he goes, I got mad and told my girlfriend that I would have really appreciated her telling me about her cat opinions before we got serious. Right, as I had said. She went on and on about cats killing animals. Here we go. I ended the conversation there, because if you want to have that conversation about cats killing other animals, for which people will say this is why most cats need to stay indoors, that can be an argument. But if you want to have that conversation, you can say that about any other animal that is literally non-domesticated or that you let outside. That's what they're going to do. Any animal that is a stray, or they are just outdoors or whatever, they are an animal. That's called the circle of life, which we also were taught. Okay, anyways, I ended the conversation there. I was so angry that I left my girlfriend's apartment and I snuggled with Mittens. Then I got home. Although the mood soured a bit when my girlfriend sent me a link to a Reddit thread advocating for the extinction of domestic cats. Sigh. Why does that Reddit thread exist? I thought people liked animals. I thought y'all liked animals more than you liked people. Why does this Reddit thread even exist? I'm not gonna go looking for it. Oh my god, that is sickening. That's sickening. There is still an update, and we got like a few paragraphs left. Let me hurry up. Calm down. Let me just read through this without trying to stop for commentary. I think it goes without saying that I'm not going to get rid of my cat. However, it pains me to think that an otherwise wonderful relationship could be ending because of a difference in ideology. I don't even really understand where my girlfriend is coming from because, like I said, a lot of vegans own cats. Now, granted, cat ownership can be a controversial topic in vegan circles, right? And I probably would not have gotten a cat if I had been vegan at the time, but I have Mittens now and she deserves to eat. Yes, I've researched vegan cat food, but Mittens has some digestive issues and my vet strongly cautions against it. Just breathe. I talked to some of my vegan and vegetarian friends and they all think my girlfriend has lost their mind. Some have suggested that it's not about Mittens and my girlfriend just wants an excuse to end it. Oh, I mean, those are your friends, so maybe they have a little bit, from her not saying anything in the beginning when she should have for 7 months and her being uncomfortable about it. And then once you guys talk about moving in, now she wants to bring it up. They're like this person's friends. They know them better than we do. So I wouldn't take that into, I wouldn't like brush that off if I were OP. They probably don't understand why I haven't broken up yet. But I care about my girlfriend so much. I'd hate for this bizarre curveball to be the end of a beautiful thing. I want to try and work something out. Where do I even go from here? I will not compromise on Mittens, and I don't think my girlfriend will compromise either. Edit. Wow, this completely blew up while I was asleep. I am trying to read every comment, but there are a lot. Also, please allow me to take this moment to reiterate that my girlfriend's views are not representative of those held by the wider vegan community. This has 28.7 thousand upvotes and over 7,000 comments. This post has been locked. I don't think you can comment. Yeah, it's probably because it's archived, so I don't think you can. So there is an update. I'm not even gonna read comments on this one. I'm just gonna go straight to the update. Let's just do that.
What's up, you fried chicken butterbean biscuit eating motherfuckers?
Okay, I hope you guys can hear me still fine. Or see me still fine. I'm sorry. I hope you guys can still see me still fine. I just had to hold Zuri here for a little bit. She's the oldest one. I have literally had her since she wasn't supposed to be away from her mom. Her mom abandoned her. So this is about 6 days later. First of all, let me say thank you for everyone who offered advice. There are over 7,000 comments on my original post and I have dozens of private messages. Frankly, I'm still pretty overwhelmed with the magnitude of the response. I did my best to read most everyone's comments, but obviously I couldn't get to everything. I would also like to preempt this post by saying, as many users pointed out, that my girlfriend's extreme views on domestic cats are not a representative of the vegan/vegetarian community as a whole. I do think that sometimes new vegans can be a little overzealous. In reality, most of us are just doing the best that we can to not hurt animals. I did not expect to generate a big debate in the comments. So we broke up, obviously. I would never ever give up my cat Mittens. What did I say like that? Mittens. Many users said that this situation was about control, not veganism. And looking back, I do see a pattern of control on my girlfriend's part. I was blind to it, I guess. Yes, because there was other signs in the beginning of it. I'm over here just emotional, talking about cats, talking about the vegan situation. But yes, there's a bigger picture to this as well, and we'll talk about that in a minute. I called my girlfriend and said I was not willing to give up Mittens under any circumstances, and given the recent issues we had and our incompatible views, I thought it was the best that we parted our ways. I said she deserved a partner that shared her values. She didn't ask if we were breaking up. I said yes. There was some anger on her end, but otherwise the situation actually went better than I expected. So yeah, that's really it. Oh, and several users did ask to see a picture of Mittens. I have uploaded one. Thanks again to everyone who offered advice. It really helped. Okay, we're about to see Mittens in a minute. I'm just going to his throwaway account to see if he has posted anything since then. Nope. Oh, look at that boy or that girl. And there's not a lot of like orange female cats are not like that common. They're rare. Orange female cats are rare. They are mostly male. So that's just crazy. That's really crazy. So yeah, that's Mittens. That's Mittens, you guys. Isn't she a cutie? And she does have little mittens. And she's an orange cat. I know she's crazy. And I know she brings a lot of brightness and spontaneity into that house. Okay? I've fostered orange cats in my life. My life has flashed before me several times. I have been tested. I'm like, I just... I can't do orange cats. I can't have one as mine. But I have some videos maybe I can show you too. I have Zuri fighting one of my fosters. Zuri! Yeah. Zuri! Face. But it just shows just how more Zuri is crazy, because black cats and orange cats, they're the craziest cats ever. But anyways, so let's go back to the whole control thing. I don't know. I'm sometimes I get a little, I don't know, because I don't want to. Let me just say this. When he said that she is an outspoken vegan, I just really got the vibes of the vegan teacher's daughter. Let's call her that, because that's what they actually call her. And she does be like, "Hi, Mom," sometimes. So, I guess when she got banned from her own country, and I think it was in Australia, it's giving like she might be like, she's probably not wouldn't be doing the same, but she's definitely a vegan activist and vegan rights activist. And the fact that she feels that way about animals, about cats and stuff like that, and I feel like when you go that extreme, you're kind of like in like a category of how extreme the vegan teacher daughter is. I don't think some of these people would do some of the things that she has done, mind you. It doesn't mean that all of these crazy activists would go to that extreme, because I don't think they have, besides the vegan teacher's daughter. I don't think they have. So, but they've done other stuff. Like, there's been other stuff online. So I feel like she is under the umbrella, okay? At least, like, the vegan teacher's daughter is the umbrella, and then everybody else is just the stick that's carrying the umbrella, and then the vegan teacher is the rain. Girl, I'm telling you, that's how I'm seeing it. That's just how I could, like, kind of describe it. I don't know. But anyways, it's just like, when you're like that, like, yeah, you have to be like with someone it's not just having to be around someone that's so outspoken, but like, I can't even believe, because for the fact I don't think that she's that crazy, it's because she wouldn't be okay with him being a pescatarian. She wouldn't be okay with that, which is crazy to me, because you're not okay with him being a pescatarian, still eating sea life, which most vegans don't like, would be very much against that. So that's why I'm just like, okay, well, that's why I didn't think at first, like, it might not be a control thing, because she's like, oh, he's taking a step. He did mention, like, he's taking that step, like, he's trying his best. So it just really caught me off guard to know that she can have that opinion about him still eating animals to a certain extent, because it's sea life, they're not really animals. Some mammals, there are some mammals in the sea, so yes, but nobody's who is eating whale, who's eating seals. I don't know, maybe I'm ignorant to it, maybe some cultures are, but from what I know, from when it comes to what people are eating, most people are not eating sea life mammals. My point is, though, like, I don't know, I don't actually see it too. I can see that commenter's point of view, like, why they say it's more of a control thing, because yes, it does give control as well, but at the same time, it just really does seem like she is uncomfortable with cats. She just don't like cats, because cats are cats and they do cat things, and dogs, if you ask me, they're worse. They're worse when it comes to their diet. It's just like cats, they're smaller and they have more agility. They can do more. That's why they're able to catch and kill all these animals, because they can. But a wild dog, if he see a baby human, if he sees a regular human and he's not all the way in there, he's coming for you. He coming for that leg, he coming for that neck, and he gonna bite that chunk off, and he gonna. All right, so if it was a rabbit one, if it was a wolf, like its ancestors, Lord have mercy. But anyways, the lesson here is, to me, if you are in a relationship and your morals don't line up, leave it. Leave the relationship. That's the lesson that I have learned from reading this. If you guys have learned anything from this story, let me know down below. Or if you just have an opinion and you just want to say it out, because I know there probably will be some vegans with their opinions. And all I ask is y'all keep it respectful. That's all I ask. All right. Okay. I don't want to be fighting for my life, arguing with you. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just telling y'all to keep it relaxed. Like, you got your opinion, you have your experience. It is what it is. So you just keep it moving. At the end of the day, just keep it respectful. That's all I ask. Thank you so much for watching. And again, don't forget to leave a comment. Give people some game if you can, because there could be other people that come across this video that I hope they're not in a similar situation, but maybe they can learn something from this, or anything. I don't know. Just leave a comment. Let me know your opinion. I love to read them. I love to see your guys' opinions and read about your experiences too. Like, that's freaking awesome to me. So thank you guys for doing that in the first place. This has been a long one because I have stopped so many times. So let me stop now. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.